Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. Hope everybody has had a good week. We're going to get started by lighting the Shabbat candles. Ellen, would you like to come up? The blessing for the Shabbat candles can be found on page 4 in the Siddur, left-hand side in the middle. One went out. Let's move this over just a little bit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach, thank you so much, Ellen. The book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 5, is in this week's Parsha, this week's Torah reading, Parsha of Balak, where Balaam, the character of Balaam, recites a prayer among learning of the positive aspects of God and the Jewish people. That prayer he recites is, Matovu ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. How lovely are your dwellings, O Jacob, your sanctuaries, the people of Israel. And that has then turned into the prayer of Matovu that is often recited here in Shul. So instead of starting with Shalom Aleichem, because it's Parsha Balak, we will start with Matovu this evening on page 101 in the Siddur at the very top of the page. Again, page 101. Matovu ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Va'ani barov chastecha chastecha. Avo vetecha. Eshtachavem el hechal kodshecha, kodeshecha beiratecha. Ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la. Adonai ahavti me'om beitecha, Umekom mishkan kevodecha. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Va'ani eshtachave ve'echra'a. Evrecha lifnei Adonai osi. Ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la. Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai, et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha. Aneni be'emet yishecha. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. We'll now turn back to page 11 And we'll continue with Psalm 95, Lechu Neranena. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzuri Shenu, Nekadama Fanav Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzuri Shenu, Diz mirot narialo, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladonai, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladonai. The trees of the forest shall sing praise as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and people with divine truth. We'll turn to the middle of page 14, and we'll continue with Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, umlo, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, umlo. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Exalt Adonai our God, and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. We'll turn to page 20, and we'll continue with Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. We will now turn to page 23 and continue with Lachadodi. We'll do the first two stanzas on 23, the middle stanza on 24, and the final stanza on 25, then during which we'll then rise and face the entrance of the chapel to welcome Shabbat. Page 23, Lechadodi. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shahamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet ve'litchila. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha, Ki hi mekor haberacha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tefila. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, Kiva orech umiori, Uri, Uri, Shir Daberi, Kevod Adonai Allah Yitnigla. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Now that we've officially brought in and started Shabbat together, we are going to recite the ending of the Psalm for Shabbat. Page 28 in the middle, we'll sing together Tzadi Katamar. Tzadi Katamar Yifrach Ke'erez Balvanon Yizke Shetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tsuri Tsuri Velo Avla Tabo. Before we continue with Mariv, we will now continue with the prayer for the state of Israel on page 178. We'll sing the beginning of Avinu Shabbat Shamayim together, and then we'll recite it in English. Again, page 178. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael Vegoalo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha Bevrat Chastecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shelomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen. And I will now share with you a prayer for the hostages. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send complete rescue and return to the hostages still held in captivity since October 7th. Strengthen their spirit and bring them our prayers that they may be protected from all harm. May you guide the hand of our enemies to return them in wholeness of body and spirit. Grant strength and courage to the Israeli Defense Forces that they may secure the freedom and security of those in captivity. Grant strength of spirit to all our brothers and sisters, the people of Israel, to remain united and strong in the face of hatred and bigotry. Bring them home now, and let us say, Amen. We will now continue with the Mishaberach prayer for those who are ill. If you have the name of someone who is in need of healing and you want to say that name out loud this evening, please go ahead and rise in your place. And after we read through the names on our list, you'll be able to say the name out loud. And if there's anyone online who wants to add a name, then you can go ahead and unmute at that time as well. Page 173, we will begin with the Debbie Friedman Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBaracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Leah bat Sarah, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shena Razel bat Sima, Freda bat Gittel, Moshe Alayla bat Yovel Sarah, Adam Chaim ben Sarah, Joanne Finston, Yehudit bat Yeta, Ernest Edinger, Yisrael ben Ita, Craig Cohen, Moshe ben Mara Leah, Fred Resnick, Ephraim Shlomo ben Sarah, Don Satz, David ben Leah, Melissa Lawrence, Shamira Cherut bat Sarah, Marie Han, Mira Tzipora bat Sarah, Helen Feinberg, Chaya Yehudit bat Ruth, Betty Harvey, Basha bat Malka, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Jack Azuz, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Curris, Ken Gasser, Harvey Kolchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damaro, Doreen Klosky, Francis Gilston, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Killian Parker, Tanya Bobrick, Marion Camerlingo, Gary Guto, John Habing, Myrna Kivitz Robinson, Kevin Robinson, Micah Garcia, Dave Kukias, Dan Faith, Nancy Rummage, Lee Gershon, Jeannie Henry, and Lynn Sinowitz. Okay. And is there anybody online who would like to add a name? Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We will continue now with Mariv, which begins on 39a. We have a minyan between those who are here and those who are online, so I invite everyone to please rise for the Baruch Hu at the top of the page. Again, page 39a. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. We'll continue in the middle of page 39a on the English side. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. U'ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, el chai v'chayam, tamid imloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'mariv aravim. We'll turn to page 40 and continue with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amacha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה עם שמת ששמת. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Page 43a. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. We'll continue with Mi Chamocha, top of page 44. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot osef elef. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. And we'll continue now with Hashkivenu, the nighttime prayer for peace, top of page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha v'takenenu be'etzah tova milefanecha v'hoshienu le'ma'an shemecha. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha Baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. And we'll continue now with V'shamru and Chatzi Kaddish, page 46. Please rise. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam ay beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabbah Be'almadi v'rach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechon u'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari ve'imeru amen Yehi shemei rabbam mevarach le'alam me'almaya Yitbarach, ve'ishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudesha, b'richu, le'ela, min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma, ve'imeru, amen. We'll continue now with the silent private Amida that begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. If you are still reciting the Amidah, please continue. We will now turn to page 54 and continue with the full Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah Be'almadi v'rak kirutei ve'amlik malchutei b'chaychon v'yomechon v'chay d'chol Beit Yisrael b'galav izman kariv ve'imeru Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam le'almaya v'yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitlalal shmei d'kudesha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata Damiran be'alma ve'imeru Amen. Titkabal tzalotahon v'atahon d'chol Yisrael kodama v'hon devishmaya ve'imeru Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chaim alin v'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh shalom bimnomav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. We'll continue now with the Friday evening Shabbat Kiddush. Please rise, page 55. Savarim Anadan Verabadan Verabotai Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Borei Peri Hagafen Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddishanu B'mitzvotav V'ratzavanu B'Shabbat Kodsho B'Ahava Uvratzoni Nefilanu Zikaron L'Maaseh V'Reishit Ki Hu Yom Techila L'Mikra'ei Kodesh Zechel Yitziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchal otanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat l'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol la'tei gedula le'otzei bereshit shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo samach Elokeinu kahem legor aleinu kechol ha'amonam v'anachnu korenim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד Emet Malkeinu Efes Ulato Kakatuv Betorato Ve'adata Hayom Ve'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim Bashamayim Mima'al Ve'al Haaretz Mitachat Einod Al Ki Kabbalat Adonai Eloheinu. Kakatuv betoratecha Adonai Maloch leolam vaed ve'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, we remember the yurtzites of Andrew Madak, Bessie Slonim, Charles Buchalter, David Charterow, Esperanza Garcia, Jay Hertz, Lionel Sotzberg, Louis Rader, Michael Macklin, Perry Scorton, Philip Friedman, and Ralph Yonak. And if there's anyone else you are remembering, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart, and may their memory be for goodness and for a blessing. We'll continue with Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divara kirute ve'amlich malchute v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Israel ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevarach le'alam almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. In a few moments we will conclude with Adon Olam, but I think we have some announcements.
I'm not so sure we do. I forgot my notes again.
Oh.
I just want to remind everybody about Run for Their Lives, the weekly rally in support of the Israeli hostages in Gaza. It takes place at the JCC at 11:15 every Sunday morning. Outside of the JCC building to the right and towards the back. It's a short ceremony and a short walk around the JCC grounds. Many people from the community come. It's all are welcome and urged to attend. Other than that, I don't have anything. Have I overlooked any events that anyone knows about and I would like to remind everybody about? If not, then Jimmy, I forgot my notes of, from this week at Bnai. Are there any events coming up?
Other than one you mentioned.
Yeah.
Tonight's Oneg and tomorrow's Kiddush is sponsored by Jack Azuz.
Jack, that's thank you, Jimmy. That was the big one. Jack Azuz is the sponsor of tomorrow's Kiddush. It'll be a nice one. Come to the Kiddush and come to services first.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay. Thank you, Marty. Yasher Koach. And of course, we do have two B'nai Mitzvah coming up next month in August. August 16th will be Ethan Piasakovich, and then August 31st, Labor Day weekend, will be Max Guto. So just keep those in mind for next month. Okay, we will conclude now with Adon Olam, page 211. Adon Olam asher malach beterem kol yitzir nivra le'et na'asa v'cheso kol azai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu hoveh Vehu yihye betifara, vehu echad ve'ein sheni. Lehamashir lelo lehachbira, beli reshit, beli tachlit, velo ha'oz ve'hamisra, vehu eli v'chai goali, v'tzur cheveli be'eit sahara, vehu nisi umanos li, Menat kosi beyom mekra beyado of kidruchi be'eti shan ve'ayira timruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please join us out in the lobby for the Oneg. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Good Shabbos.